What's up, everybody? Bruno Fratus once again here, directly from Singapore, and today I'm super excited because we're talking to one of my favorite swimmers of all time, David Popocivi. How are you doing, brother?
Quite the introduction. I'm doing well, thank you.
So obviously, I don't think there's a single human being who's interested in swimming that doesn't know who you are. But for those who have been living under a rock for the past years, would you mind to go for a brief introduction?
As I like to call myself, I'm a dude who swims fast. I happen to be swimming very fast, and yeah, I'm a freestyler. That's about it. I mean, in terms of titles and that, I don't really like, I've got that, I've won that, I've got that.
So we all appreciate David to be so humble, but I gotta tell you, this guy is the first human being, actually the first man ever to win the 100 and the 200 free at World Champs twice. So it's kind of a big deal. But you've been talking about swimming a lot this week, right? So let's try not to overflow you with swim questions. But I understand you're really engaged on the mental health side of sport, of the mental health aspect of life, right? And I actually appreciate you taking the time to talk to us today, because not too long ago, you just decided that in order for you to be able to process the success you were having, it would be healthy for you not to give any interviews, not to speak publicly, right? Can you explain me a little bit of the thought behind it and why you think that was the best approach?
So right after Fukuoka, actually in 2023, and up until Paris 2024, I announced all of my sponsors and everyone that I'd be doing no interviews, no travels, no nothing, simply because I thought that's what I'd need to be able to focus entirely on this craft, And fast forward in time, right after Paris, I realized that it was too much. I mean, I was try-harding it too much, and instead of being isolated from the world, it would have been much easier for me in terms of mental health to just live life, do some other things as well outside of swimming. So I'm not doing that anymore. I mean, I've got to diversify my lifestyle a little bit.
And do you think that has anything to do with the early success you achieved? Because I remember long-haired David already getting a lot of credit from international outlets and being called the next this, the next that, and a lot of pressure on top of a teenager who, in my opinion, just wanted to have fun in the water, just wanted to swim. How do you dealt with it back then, and how, looking back now, how do you understand that whole situation?
Well, to be honest, I try and think that nothing's changed in terms of I still just want to have fun, I still want to enjoy the process, but it does come, all of the success does come with more pressure, just shifts in my own objectives, and so no matter how much I try just sticking to I just love swimming, I gotta do it because it's fun, you can't really do that. Now it's also a job that really puts bread on the table, and thankfully even more. And so even though I cut my hair and I've gotten better and better at my events, I try and think nothing's really changed, and this year has been very, just eye-opening for me.
And you're a guy who challenges the classic concept of the swimmer that only go, 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 go and cannot take any time off. And it's really simple for us just to go on camera and say, okay, you need to take a time off every now and then, but it's really hard to actually do it.
Yes.
So
when you get that, I'm sure you get that, especially athletes after so many years. Yeah.
So what's the difference between how do you do to actually take this time off physically and not being stressing about having to go back in the water, about not stressing about losing your feeling, losing your touch for the water? How do you deal with all that?
Well, after the Worlds in 2023, where I didn't quite swim how I wanted to swim, I wanted to go back in the pool straight the day after. And my coaches are the ones who held me back, who told me, please, you need to relax, calm down, you'll get through everything, don't worry, we're here, you got this, just go relax a little because you need it. And God knows I needed it. And that was in 2023. In 2024, we talked right since the beginning of the year that after the Olympics I'm going to have 3 months of holiday, no discussion, no negotiation, just 3 months. And so even though I thought that's a lot, much more than I've ever had, I realized only after I finished the Olympics how much I really needed it. And each and every month out of the 3 had its meaning. Like the first one was to simply to decompress, to, I don't know, just deflate from all of the stress I've had that year so far. And then the second one was simply to have fun and enjoy my time, my free time, spend time with my friends and all of the fun stuff, I guess. And then the third month was for me to start missing swimming again. So it was all perfectly planned, and if it weren't for my team and my coaches to tell me, yeah, you probably need this, I don't know, it'd be much harder to take time off. Like even now, like I've just finished this competition, I do feel like a sort of a responsibility to go back in the pool to, like, I know I'm gonna miss it for some time, I don't know, while I take a holiday, but at the same time, in order to stay healthy in your head, I think it's time to, it's necessary to take time off, to live life, you know? Like me, I wanna drive my fast car, I wanna learn how to cook, I wanna, I don't know, ride the bike, I wanna do all this stuff, I wanna go a lot of places.
And if I can share with you, that's one mistake I did in my career. I didn't allow myself to actually miss swimming while I was still swimming.
Yes.
Nowadays, I'm on the deck and I miss it like hell. You know,
Yeah.
look at you guys racing, and I actually live the sport through your success, through what you guys do.
Yeah.
But allowing yourself to miss swimming, it's actually something really, really important.
Yes, and I wouldn't have known that if it weren't for, again, like my coaches who were smart enough to know that 3 months isn't actually too long. Like, we were talking about losing the feeling of the water, and yeah, of course, after 3 months, I was feeling like a rock in the water. Nothing made sense. But easy going and over time, training by training, I just catched again, you know, the feeling.
Yeah, sure do. And David, I like to think of you like a trendsetter in swimming, you know, because before you started to swim super fast, especially the 100 free, everyone was just trying to go out in 21 low, in 22 low, and even flipping 21 eventually, and not really worrying about the way back home. Right?
Yeah.
And you not only started to show everybody the key to a great 100 free nowadays is to come back faster, but you also have become recently the first guy, and I think the only so far, to come back in 23 seconds.
Yes, that's right. I'm very proud of that
Now,
split.
Now, I don't know if you guys understand that, but coming back in 23 seconds, some people don't have a 23-second 50 freestyle, right?
Yeah.
And where's the key of all that? Is that just training? Is that just that crazy aerobic capacity? Where exactly does the lactate hits, you know? And I cannot even fathom what it feels like to flip and still push a 23.
Well, it's no surprise that I'm not as full of muscles as my other main competitors. And with that, it's no surprise that I've probably got a bigger aerobic capacity and a bigger resistance than others. So having this terrain, just these genes and this body, I've had to adapt ever since I was young. And so if I really wanted to do the 100 fast, me and my coaches had to think a little outside of the box. And so if everyone's doing it like this, but they're so much different, so much taller, so much bigger, buffer, I gotta do something different. And so we've developed this back half, you know? I saw that I'm better at it than the first 50. And so we've just chipped away at it until it was very good. And we keep doing that, and we work a lot on that. But also, because obviously with PAN and the 100 changing more and more with time, I've also had to focus more on the first 50. I mean, no matter how good I am on the second one, I cannot ignore the first one. There's
Absolutely.
two in. There's two.
And you can still race at 21.8 50 freestyle, right?
Yes.
It's not like you're slow.
No, I'm not. I'm clearly not as fast as the other guys on a 50, but I'm not slow either. And so I had to train the 50 as well. I've had to train the underwaters. I've had to train the breakouts, the starts, everything. Like all of the aspects I didn't quite like, the sprinter ones, but because I wasn't good at them, that's why I didn't like them. But I had to in order to get a good 100.
That's beautiful. And last question here. Obviously you're Romanian. you seem to be really proud about your country, and you never really left, right, to train anywhere else or the United States or any other parts of Europe. What's something about your country that people will be surprised about, either culturally or regarding sports infrastructure?
Well, I'll start with the last thing you said. Sports infrastructure-wise, not good. I mean, not good at all. But we try and make it work. I mean, I'd love for Romania to have a hell of a lot more swimmers, more athletes, more runners, more ice skaters, more everything coming to, I don't know, the Olympics or World Champs. Whereas the reality shows us that there's only, for example, now there's me and my only other colleague, Dennis. There's only two guys in here. And usually there's me and another one or 3 max. It'd be great to have more, so yeah, that's no shock there. But going back on the positive side, Romania is breathtakingly beautiful. It's really, really beautiful. Nature-wise, I mean, our mountainside is amazing. Our food is, in my opinion, great. We're very, I don't know, I'd say warm and inviting people. Yeah, I think those are kind of my favorite aspects about us culturally and socially and also geographical-wise.
That's definitely a place I need to visit.
Oh yeah, no, it's
And
really nice.
Okay, to wrap things up, Neil, you're one of the most intelligent athletes I ever met. Okay, you're very interested about philosophy. You're very interested about obviously the mental aspect of the sport. If you had to send a message to our younger swimmers here watching us, and you have to name one single mental skill that is the most important for you to thrive in sport, which one would be?
I'd probably say it's the skill or the ability to be present, just to focus, not to focus, but to shift from an agitated state of mind to a flow state of mind.
Mindfulness.
Yes, exactly, a being present state of mind. I think that's one of the best skills you could ever have in life. If you add it or implement it into sports, I think you could be unbeatable.
That's great, David. Thank you so very much. Congratulations on your
Obrigado.
success.
Thank you.
Looking forward to watch you fly
Yes.
even more.
Appreciate it.
That's it, guys. This type of information for free on the internet, you can only find it here. Please
With Bruno
like,
Fratus.
comment, subscribe, whatever. Send it to your friends. See you again soon.